What's up, everyone? Hopefully you're having a rad Saturday. Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. Spread a little love on that share button. Because remember, I'm here to share, inspire, and support with love. And the neighbor's looking at me right now. But it don't matter. Just be your ridiculously authentic self. I'm gonna prepare a smoothie right now. That's a lot of bananas. Hello, Marcy. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Kelly Bonavito. Hey. Whoa. This guy is smoking a cigarette right now, watching me, but I don't care. Hold on 1 second, I'm gonna share this into the group. Hello, Monica. Okay, y'all. That was a lot going on. Now there's 2 neighbors out there looking at me smoking cigarettes, and like they can see me like right now. But anyways, I wanted to slide up in here. I don't get to play that much in the kitchen, and I missed a lot. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, that's a better angle, right? Hello, Shauna. Remember, spread a little love on that share button, and share it in some groups if you want to. I'm gonna wrap probably for about 45 minutes to an hour. I have a lot to talk about. My day today is playing, number 1. Number 2, I'm gonna go to the market. There's this really rad market. They've got all the farmers go there. It's huge, and then they kind of have like a parking swap type thing, like garage sale, but it's huge, huge, huge. And then also Lana's father's not feeling too well, so I'm gonna go over to his house. I'm gonna bring him some cilantro oil and some ginger, right? A little bit of medicine for him. Go play with him, maybe help him out in his backyard. When you're sick, not feeling good, you always need all the love and tender care you could possibly. And I haven't seen him in a while. Amanda, you like these shades? So do I. What? Boom. So, check this out. A lot going on. 5 days ago, y'all, I've been pretty much more than 95% raw for about 7 months. And I haven't eaten any meat except for that pastrami sandwich with Lana's father. I haven't eaten any fish, any eggs, no dairy, nothing for almost 7 months. And 5 days ago, I decided I'm going to introduce eggs back into my diet. And this is a learning experience for me. So I decided, because I'm going to start bulking. Over the next 3 months, I'm bringing sexy back, y'all. I'm going to get, I'm going to feel better. I'm going to play more outside, and I'm going to play with my nutrition, and I've tried a lot of things, but I want to see what works for me. That I was so clean, and now I want to introduce eggs. So I decided every day, and I'm on the 5th day now. No, I'm on the 6th day now, and I've decided like the how I'm gonna eat these every single day, because I've been playing. Stop it, buddy. I've been playing every single day on what order to eat these. So every single day, I'm gonna drink a ton of water, of course, and then I'm gonna eat 8 eggs, 8 ounces of soaked steel cut oats, which is basically a cup, and 8 bananas. So I figured it out Wednesday, how I'm gonna do it. So every morning I wake up and I have a 6 banana smoothie. 6 bananas in my smoothie. Some are frozen, some are not. And then I put about a cup of hemp seeds, which is about 8 to 10 grams of protein. I put some chia seeds. In fact, I'm gonna get all that stuff out now. And some cacao. Now, and then also, and then that's it. So 6 bananas every single morning, and so that's not 8. And then throughout the day, you know, I'll have another banana with some like delicious almond butter, right? So I will get those other 2 bananas in through the day for a snack. And then in the afternoon, what I do is I've hard boiled a bunch of eggs. Okay, so here's my hard boiled eggs. So these are like little love bombs. And if you watch my videos, you know, I've talked about eggs. I've learned a lot about factory farming and the whole thing, so I'm aware of what I'm doing. Again, I like to play and practice on myself to see what works for me. I don't have any labels. I don't do any of that. You know, if you watch my videos a year ago, I was eating, you know, meat and all that stuff too. I might eat meat again, but I need to find out what works for me. I can't listen to what other people are going to tell me what works for them. That's great. But I suggest, you know, in my opinion, it's best to find out what works for you and don't go with any labels. So these are hard-boiled eggs, right? Well, I went to Costco, and as you can see, I've been eating a lot of eggs. This is 5 dozen eggs, and I got it for less than $9. Look how many I've eaten. So there was 3 cartons in here, right? So I hard-boiled a bunch of eggs. Now, between 11 and noon, what I do is I scramble 6 eggs in this rad little pot right here, right? And it's a little bit small, but what I do is I put it on number 7. I don't use any butter. I'm not messing with any dairy. It's pretty obvious. I mean, I grew up on dairy. I had a 2-gallon of milk, 2% milk. I mean, my father and I would go through 2 of those like every 4 days, you know, but you know, it was really, really hard for me to stop eating cheese. That was probably one of the number one things, along with, you know, stop drinking, you know, alcohol, the soda, and all the butter and stuff. So I don't use butter. But what I do is I put this on number 7 and I put some coconut oil in there. Now, if I've got some sweet peppers or some mushrooms or some spinach, I'll saute that, or a lot of garlic. Like, you could just, you know, get some garlic and put a bunch of garlic. You know, I found out that, especially on a clean stomach, garlic is amazing. Or I've literally fell in love with watercress. Listen to this. If you have not tried watercress, get some watercress. My body had never really had it at the market I go to. I just started eating it, and like my blood, I felt like it was a blood builder. My brain was snapping. I could breathe better. My eyeballs were opening. I was like, I just kept doing this. Like it was just opening up my sinuses. Watercress is the bomb. So actually, I've been putting watercress in my smoothie. That's what I forgot. If you have not tried watercress, try it. It is unbelievable. It's like a superfood. So I put some coconut oil in here, and then I put it on number 7. And as soon as that coconut oil looks like real clear and yummy, I'll saute some vegetables, then I'll put them out in a bowl. All right? And then I'll put those 6 eggs, I whip them up. I haven't done any over easy or hard, anything like that, sunny side up. Actually, when I was in the Navy, y'all, I used to cook for 5,000 men and women 3 times a day. So I used to work the grill, so I've cooked eggs, like I've cooked a lot of eggs in my life. But, so I wait till it starts, you know, looking real nice in the coconut oil, the sauteed vegetables in another bowl, and then I put the 6 scrambled eggs in there, and I just stir them. I stir them with this round little spatula, right? Boom. I just keep stirring them, right? Because it's on number 7, it's really, really hot. But you just keep stirring them and stirring, and you can't let them sit too long. And then after like a minute, they're the fluffiest eggs, ready to go. Throw them, I put them in the same bowl. Here's this bowl that I use to whip them up. You'll have a little bit of residue from the eggs. I just throw them back in the bowl, right? Even though there's a little residue in there. And then it is delicious. So look, by noon, y'all, by noon, I'll already have a lot of water in me. I'll have 6 bananas in me with the ingredients that I mentioned, the watercress, the cacao, the hemp seeds, the chia seeds, and 6 eggs, okay? Now, what I've been doing after that is I've been eating steel cut oats. So I soak them overnight. They're super, super cheap. And I want you all to listen to me because this is very important. There's a lot of bodybuilders, there's a lot of people, CrossFitters that, are healthy or whatever, they eat a lot of oatmeal and they'll buy these pre-packaged things and you'll look in there and it's like 2 ounces of oatmeal with like 50 other ingredients. And some of those ingredients you don't even know what they are. You can't even read them. So, look, steel cut oats, what I do, this is 3 cups of steel cut oats. I ate a cup yesterday, so there's 2 cups in here. Actually, and it looks a lot more because what happens is I put coconut water in there and then they expand. And you've never had oatmeal until you've had steel cut oatmeal. So look at that. It's like super nutty. They're delicious, right? So what I'll do, depending, before or after my cardio, I'm finding out that I do like to do cardio when the sun is setting so I can get the sun and the moon. And I'm going hard core starting this Monday because I'm getting my SARMs and I'm going full throttle because it took me, this is very, very important, it took me 5 days to stretch my stomach back out. Literally, my body was just trying to get used to it, because I've just been eating, raw fruits and vegetables. And to introduce, steel cut oats, which is a lot of carbs, especially a cup of steel cut oats is very, very hard to eat, even if you're used to it. Then, 8 bananas, that's a lot of clean carbs, right? And then the 8 eggs. So my body has to get used to it. So my stomach is expanding, my body in general, my whole, I like to call it a meat vehicle is just, getting ready. So then Monday when I get my SARMs delivered, it's full throttle, y'all. You're going to see me making videos outside at the beach. I'm going to buy a bicycle. Like I'm ready. And then I'm going to be doing this for 90 days, the exact same thing, right? So after my cardio, I'm gonna have a cup of steel cut oats that is soaked. Now I can eat it just regular, throw some bananas in there, throw some blueberries, any type of berries, some Granny Smith apples with some cinnamon, next level with some maple syrup. You can eat it raw, just like this, with some coconut yogurt on it. But what I have been doing is I like to put it in this pot right here, okay? And again, I put it on number 7, right? And I throw a cup, which is 8 ounces of this already soaked steel cut oats, right? And I put coconut water in here. So what I do is I put about another cup of just water, all right? Not tap water or anything like that. Water right here, and I just put it in here. We got this rad little thing right here. So I put it on number 7. I put the steel cut oats in there. I put the lid on, and in 5 minutes, it is delicious. And I like to put my fruit, depending on what it is, in there, and it's so warm, and it's so delicious, right? So, after my cardio, I'll be home. It's now 7 o'clock, okay? I still get to eat 2 more bananas, right? And I drink all the water, because I'm drinking water all day, every day, lemon water. And then, I know, at the end of the day, I get a big, giant bowl of leafy greens, whatever it is, salad, just salad, even fruits and vegetables, a big bowl, right? And that's a lot of food compared to what I'm used to, and it's not all raw, right? Because, I'm eating the eggs that I have to cook. But it's something that I'm doing. I'm very, very happy that I've been raw for 7 months, again, because now I know what it did to me. You know what I'm saying? So instead of reading a book or listening to somebody or judging them, I'll be like, hey, y'all could do whatever you want, but hey, I could tell you my story and you could take bits and pieces of what you want. So I highly suggest live through personal experience. Try it out. See what works for you. We created the meal plan, right? The 12-week ridiculously authentic meal plan. And that is amazing. There's so many people on it, and that's all raw. There's a little bit of cooked food in there, but that helped me tremendously. You know what I mean? It was tough during the winter a little bit, but your body gets used to it. You'll have almost zero inflammation. You'll feel like you're 17 years old. You'll be active when you get up. You won't be achy. You won't have pains. Your thought processes will be clear. And so I really enjoyed that. I might go back to that. I might become 100% raw in the future, but this spring I want to build and I want to use eggs as the protein, plus I'm putting the hemp seeds in there too, right? And so I'm getting a lot of clean amino acids, and I'm just really, really excited. I'm actually really excited about this too. I haven't played with y'all, so I have a lot of secrets. So I got Miss Lana for Valentine's Day, this rad little friend, and we named him Banana Split. Check him out. Ooh, look at Banana Splits. I found him at an antique shop, y'all, right? And I got rid of 95% of what I own, and I'm getting rid of the last 5%. That's the hardest thing to do, is to get rid of the last 5% of what you own. I'm telling you, if you ever ask your kids to get rid of toys, you better walk the walk, because you go get rid of your toys, it's really hard to do. And so I stay out of retail stores and all these places, because, a lot of times media acts out of fear. It's like, you need this, you need that, you need this. And you're like, oh, maybe I do need this and I need that. So you'll start buying a bunch of stuff, consumerism, right? So I don't really go into those, places anymore, but I did go to this antique store, and because I used to love going to antique stores. Antique stores, I can play in an antique store for like an entire day, and it could be a small antique store. When you go to an antique store, you can get on your knees and go down every single aisle, the left side, do an about face on your knees, on the right side, right? Go down every single aisle like that, then kind of like stoop down a little bit and then do the same thing, and then stand up tall. And if you go to that antique store once a week, it will be a completely different antique store every single time, because they pack so much cool stuff in there. So I found this guy. His name is Banana Splits, and so she keeps him in here, right here. So if you all have any questions, let me know, because I'm gonna wrap. I'm gonna make my banana split, and then I've got a really, really cool video I'm going to share in the group. And then my butts to the market. I'm actually looking for a really rad Speedo. Oh, huge news. So I've got one more what onesie left, and it's a small, y'all. So these are the what onesie, all right? And what I'm gonna do, look it, all right? They're $69, okay? Y'all have seen me in the videos. Got one more left. This is what I'm gonna do. The next person that buys the meal plan, I'm just gonna give it away. I'm gonna give it away, so I'll send this to you and the meal plan. This is $69, all right? The meal plan used to be $123. Now I dropped it to $97. It will always be $97, but you get a what onesie with the hoodie and the fox fur. So if you want this, buy the meal plan, and I'll next day ship it to you. All right, let's go. Let's do the smoothie. So let me put this away. Hi, Marcy. Shauna says, I love the smoothie in the morning. What kind of smoothie do you use? Do you use any supplements? What do you use? I've pretty much, if you've seen my videos, I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on supplements. I use very, very little supplements. I have been playing with this. I just got this. I've been using Onnit for a very, very long time, and they came out with a new product. I've spent thousands of dollars on Onnit stuff. I liked their Alpha Brain, and they came out with this new one called Memory Focus. Now, here's the thing. It's a nootropic, right? And it used to be in pill format, pill form. And, a lot of people say it's a placebo effect or whatever. It 100% works for me. It gives me the most lucid dreams I've ever had. And it literally will, like with memory focus and carrying a conversation, it really is next level. And so I've been trying this. I tried one of these. They got it now in this powder form where you just put it in some water. And this is, I'll read it to you. It's Alpha Brain Instant. It's shown to help support memory and focus, made with earth-grown botanicals, amino acids, vitamin B6, and so yeah, I'm actually going to take one of these today. In fact, I'll take it right now. So I have been playing with this. I'm taking the SARMs Monday, and y'all can Google that, and it's a little bit controversial. I do that twice a year. This will be my third time doing it, and it works tremendous for me. And then for supplements, I take the vitamin B12 every morning. And that's about it. It's really, for me, I found, and this has been, I get chills when I talk about this, it really has been just real food. Real food. If you just stick to real food, you're good. You're good, you're good, you're good. You know, that soda is so horrible, y'all. And I've talked about that so many times. The soda was so bad for me. Again, the alcohol was bad for me. You just take one of those bad things, you know, the processed foods, just processed foods. Take out processed foods. Take out cheese. You know, take things out and be like, whoa, my allergies went away because I stopped eating this. Whoa, my eyesight came back because I, you know, started eating this. Or whoa, you know, I'm going to the bathroom a lot easier because I stopped eating this. And then make a note, make a mental note, write it down, and find out what works best for you, because you only have one body. You only have one life. And you got to harvest that self-love, and you got to get your body right. You know what I mean? I turned 39 a couple weeks ago, and I feel like I'm 17. And I feel like I'm getting younger and younger and younger and younger. And I know once I start getting the meditation in, you know, and finding that peace and that quiet. Like, I'm visible now, but I created this group for you all. You all are the rock and rad stars. It's not my group, it's your group. Like I say, I will be a household name because I have so many surprises, y'all. I have so many things. I could already make this pop and go viral. As you can see, I'm rolling out some new stuff, right? Because it's fun. But I'll be a household name. But not y'all aren't gonna know where I'm at. Like, you all are gonna be the superstars. You know, you all are gonna be the one that's front and center telling your stories. I have thousands of stories, but until I'm pissing glitter and smelling like peaches, once I get to Kauai underneath that coconut tree, my circle is very, very small, y'all. Very, very small. And I know what I'm doing, and it's so much fun because I know, like, I don't think about the past anymore. The past used to just eat me up. The past used to just take on my day, take me over, take over my thoughts. The past is the past. There's some good past, but I don't even dwell on the good past. Those are like good memories, but I definitely don't dwell on, you know, the drama. So now, when you envision, they call it not attraction, but manifestation, right? So I have the Kauai manifestation, and now I'm thinking about the present, which is going on right now, and the future. And when you do that, and you harvest that self-love, and you have like true friends, you don't even have to have a lot of friends, y'all. And social media is a very positive thing if you use in a correct way. You can find amazing people that you can help, and they can help you. So it's like an equal, you know, friendship. But I'm really, really excited because I got some secrets. I have a lot more stories to tell. But again, I want all of you to share your stories. Get online, write a post. Tell us what your favorite color is. Tell us what makes you pee a little. You know, tell us what makes you laugh. Tell us your favorite song. What's your favorite dessert? What's your favorite ingredient? What new thing did you get at the market? How much was it? All that stuff, y'all. Do it in the group. And there's always going to be a little bit of drama in the group. And I figured this out probably about 10 months ago, is that no matter what you do, y'all, no matter what you do, you're never going to be able to please everyone. But the most important thing is, in my opinion, I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna drink this out of a bowl because I can't find a cup. Oh, here's a cup. But one thing that I had to learn that was really important is that the most important thing is to love yourself, and, you know, to be patient with yourself, to forgive yourself, and to be kind to yourself. Because if you do that, and you are yourself, you're not lying, you're not fibbing, you're not faking the funk, you're yourself 100% of the time, no matter where you're at, no matter who's in front of you, I'm telling you, life gets way easier. Way easier. And so when you do that, you're going to ruffle some feathers because, you know, sometimes people don't like when you are yourself. It makes them, stuff come out of them like, man, this person is making me feel weird. Maybe he's being too raw. Maybe he's being too real. Or maybe I just don't like his truth. And so do not worry about pleasing other people. You have to please yourself because those other people aren't living your life. You're living your life. Hi, Marcy. Marcy says, yes, OMG. Yes. I've been doing that. All right. So, this is the second day I've done this. They are not a sponsor. Again, I don't take that many supplements, y'all. This just came out with this new version, this new powder version. So here it is. It smells good. Again, I truly think if you get your sleep on, if you play outside, if you dance with the sun, you make out with the moon, you eat real food, harvest that self-love, have a rad inner circle, and be yourself, life has gotten a lot easier on me, y'all. There's been so many times where, shit, man, I've been butt naked in a corner with a carton of cigarettes, right? On a 3-day bender, just smoking cigarettes, masturbating profusely, watching porn with bottles of vodka. Day after day after day. And as soon as I opened my eyes, I would start crying because I'd like, not another day of this. I don't want to do this. Talk about anxiety, talk about depression, talk about shame. You know what I mean? I've been in the gutter so many times, y'all, and it's never too late for an optimal reset. And that's why I created Optimal Reset. Life is good. There's so much beauty in this world, and you can control it to an extent. And I'm finding there's so many frequencies, and nature is beautiful, the world is beautiful, the universe is beautiful. It's hard for me to describe what spirituality is or religion, but I'm telling you, I'm tapped into something, and there's some really, really rad stuff going on around here. And in my opinion, there's no reason to numb yourself, because when you numb yourself, you're acting out of fear. You're acting out of fear when you numb yourself. At least I used to. I think we all have all the answers inside. And until you truly, truly forgive yourself for whatever someone did to you, or whatever you did to yourself, or what, you're not going to be happy. So forgive yourself. Just forgive yourself right now. Be like, Tom, I forgive you. Boom, right? And then every day, implement a healthy habit. Every day, create another healthy boundary, right? And every day, anybody that's toxic around you, no matter if it's family or friends, just kindly say, peace be with you. And they'll try to reach out to you, y'all. Look, since I've moved into Miss Lana's house, I've had like 10 ex-girlfriends call me, text me, now that, and you know what I do? I see it, I sit with it, I close my eyes, and I say something internally, something positive about them, and I wish them nothing but peace and love, and then I carry on. Because if I was to entertain that, if I was to put energy there, because where energy goes, energy flows, then that's going to set me back, because I already know that those relationships were not healthy for me. And if you entertain that, they're going to take you this way. And this way, there's nothing there. I'm going this way. And so there's just so much that you do have control over. And if you want to be happy, you can be happy. And that's why I made that. That's why I created Ridiculously Raw Authentic. You can find people all around the world, right? And you don't have to agree. You don't have to agree with any of them. And if they, if somebody drops a hot deuce and puts their deuce, on, the news feed because they're really proud that they weren't constipated, maybe there might be some poop doctor that says, hey, that needs to float a little bit more. Maybe you need to incorporate more seeds and fruits and legumes or whatever it is, then good. But if it bothers you, if it makes you feel awkward, just hit mute. Go, boop. Don't be upset. Definitely don't be HATing people. No poop shaming. I got some really rad videos that I'm going to do. Because check this out. Every single one of you, and I get thousands of messages a day. It used to be hundreds. I get thousands of messages a day. And there's so many different things I could do with this. And I'm not doing what everybody else does. I'm just different like that because I'm really serving. I'm really, really serving, and my armpits are sweating. Kathleen says, you have done an amazing turnaround. Get rid of the bad vibes. For reals. And look let me just drink this real quick. Hopefully you're all having a sexy Saturday. What? Do you like my sexy sapphire mohawk? I know I do. Down, down, down. Be silly. Be yourself. Telling you, if you are yourself 100% of the time, you will fall back in love with yourself. I truly believe we all loved ourselves when we were in our mother's womb. And then there's just so much stuff in this world that just tackles you down, puts you down in the gutter, all this stuff. But if you are yourself 100% of the time and you look in the mirror and you can literally look at yourself and say, I love you, you're good to go. But look, what I was saying is, I saw yesterday, like this feed of someone I didn't know, and they're like in a bar and stuff. I've been in so many big cities. I've been in so many bars, so many clubs, so many corners like alleys and doing drugs. I've done so much stuff, and I've made a huge transformation in this one thing. And I realized that yesterday. I mean, I can go to any city and tear it up like that. I mean, I've got some skills like that, and it's not healthy. Casinos, all that stuff. Tinder, the whole thing, y'all. And I had a big shift yesterday because this video came up, and this person was live like at a country bar. And at first, when I saw that bar and I saw, the Jack Daniels and the dancing and all that and the clubbing, I literally, got anxiety. I'm like, oh man, oh no, like put it away. And then I was like, no man, I could sit here and watch this because I don't desire that anymore. That's a huge, huge thing for me. Back in the day, I'd be like every single day I'd go to the bar. I used to get kicked out of bars, get kicked out of clubs. I mean, it was bad. It was really, really bad. I mean, I've been in jail at least 20 times. I have 2 DUIs. I've been through 2 marriages. And one thing, once you own your stuff and you forgive yourself, here's the secret. Ready? Nobody can use it against you. Do you know how powerful that is? That gives you so much room for growth. That gives you so much room for inner kindness. That gives you so much room for inner peace, y'all. I'm telling you. And it ain't easy. Look, not everybody could do it. Like, not everybody does this because you have like these fad diets or these fad cleanses or this or this or this or this or this. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and you last like 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Or you last like a week or a month or 2 months or 3 months. I'm like 14 months into this. And in my opinion, I've made a lot of really, really rad changes. And as of yesterday, it was a dynamic shift because it's like I really do not desire any of that that type of fun. My energy is so different. And those are addictions. I'll forever be an alcoholic, y'all. Forever. It's in my blood. But I just don't choose to drink anymore. I've gotten most of my trouble. I would say about 80% of the trouble that I've been in with the law, with relationships, all of that stuff has been due to alcohol and drugs, y'all. Kathy says addictions defeat self-love. So true, right? So here's a bunch of bananas. Hi-ya! They're really frozen and my hands are cold. Look at this banana. So this is 2.5 bananas. So what I like to do is I like to put the hard bananas in first, and then I like to put 1 banana on top. And then today I'm just going to use water. Hello, Mulaney. All right, so got that, and I'm going to put 1 banana right here. So now I'm going to use 6 bananas, okay? And then I got 2 more bananas that I can eat throughout the day. And I love almond butter, y'all. Did I show you this almond butter? Yeah, I did. Almond butter, just regular almond butter. I buy $110 worth of almond butter, and it comes in this big, giant thing. Check this out. Hi-ya! This thing is $110. But it's the best almond butter that I found online. And now, guess what I do? So, Lana is so ninja. Like, I learned so much from Lana. And Lana's changed my life, y'all. I've really allowed her. This is going to sound strange, but it's going to sound... I don't know what it sounds like. But I've really allowed Lana to love me. And that's huge for me. That's really, really huge. And she is so patient with me. It's unbelievable. Her loving... touch, her patience with me. She's so kind, and we play really, really well together. We laugh, literally, we laugh more than anything. We joke around more than anything. Nothing is forced. And so this is the second thing of almond butter. And, Lana's pretty short. I'm 6'1", but Lana's pretty short. And I like to play with her out of her shortness. So when the first bucket was done, she's like super, super clean. She cleans everything. And so she was cleaning this bucket out because it had extra almond butter in. And then when she was done, because she stands in this kitchen, she has like prepping skills like no other. Just the way that she opens up an avocado or preps a banana, you will be like, what? Like, that's some skill. Like, her food is like the cleanest food. Like I'm really, really fast. My food's good too, but she's really, really intricate. Pay attention to detail. So anyways, when she was done with this bucket, when I snuck back in her, and because she's standing, I'm like, here's a stool for you, honey. And I put it right there. And it's like, she could literally sit, because sometimes she'll be at the refrigerator just standing. I'm like, here's a stool. But now we have two, and these are like little garden buckets. You can use them for garden tools or whatever. But when you're at your garden, you can use these as a little stool. So really, really that. Again, no waste, y'all. No waste. Y'all like my boom pans? Boom! It's a little downstairs mix-up, though. It's too tight under here. It's because I think they're women's. Hello, Justina. Shauna, how long does it take you to go through that? The almond butter, I eat a lot of almond butter. I really dig nuts and seeds. And that almond butter, Lana eats a lot of almond butter too, and we eat a lot of dates. Dates is probably my top 5 foods. It's better than any candy bar you will ever eat in your life. Unfortunately, they're very, very expensive. So we go to this other market in Tampa Bay, and we were very, very lucky to get these. We actually have 2 boxes. These are $38 a piece, y'all. Again, I used to be addicted to sugar and candy. I used to love Kit Kats, Three Musketeers, Snickers, all that stuff. I'm telling you, this is a Thomas promise. If you've never had a date, and in the regular grocery stores, y'all, you're not going to get one. If you've never had a date, look what these look like for $38. Look how many you get for $38. Where like at a grocery store, you might get 10 dates for like $8. It's cray. But take a date, right? I'm not going to do it now. Take a date and put it in some almond butter, and it will change your life. Seriously, it's literally the best #mouth pleasure you've ever had. So depending, like by myself, it might take me about a month to go through that. With Lana here, we probably go through one of those every 3 weeks. But we eat a lot. Remember, y'all, we're not eating any processed food. We're not ordering out. We don't go to restaurants. When we do restaurant reviews, we go to raw food restaurants. What we eat is real food. And so when you're eating just real food, it can go both ways. You can eat a lot of real food depending on how busy and how active you are, or you don't have to eat that much food, because when you're eating real food, you have all your phytonutrients, you have all your vitamins, you have all your macro and micronutrients, you have all your vitamins, y'all. Everything you need in real food. Real food is ingredient. Like, what's the ingredient here? It's a tomato. Look how beautiful that is, right? Or you have an onion. Look how beautiful that is, right? There's no ingredients. Real food is ingredient. And it takes a while. For me, it took about 3 or 4 months of just eating real food. And that was like, 13 months ago. Where your body is finally like, yes, just real food. And then what happens, especially with the meal plan, if you get on the meal plan, y'all, I'm telling you, it will change your life, because you have a shopping list, and you have every single day, you have 3 meals, and you already know what you're going to eat. And it's all real food. If you do 3 months of that, I'm telling you, it will change your life. And you don't even have to eat like Monday. You can use Monday's smoothie for Friday or whatever. Because what will happen is, the key, in my opinion, let's make this smoothie, and I'm just rapping here, but this is how I get down. But the key is when you're eating the meal plan, you have the shopping list, and what happens is you go through all of your cabinets, and you just donate or give all of your boxed goods, like packaged goods. Like, that microwave's not hooked up, right? I just began starting to use that stove because of my eggs. You know what I'm saying? But if you go through your cupboards, y'all, and you look, number 1, everything is going to have sugar, even your ketchup. Everything has sugar. Everything has processed oil, okay? Everything in there. The sodium, the salt. Then you have ingredients that you can't even explain, and that's going in your body. The processed food. It's a huge thing. And you won't notice until you're like you'll notice like 3 days, a week, 2 weeks, in my opinion, a month, 2 months. Then after for me, after that 2 month mark, I'm like, whoa, I don't even want anything unless it's real food and fresh. You just can't do it. So when you're on the meal plan, if there's a recipe on Monday and you ninja flip into your kitchen and you have just an abundant of rainbow food, one day you're like, I don't want that smoothie. I'm just going to eat, some dates and some bananas. You know what I mean? And then just drink a lot of coconut water. Or today, I think I might just fast on some mono meals and just eat a bunch of peaches. Your body will start telling you what it likes, and you'll fall out of love with that processed food. I promise you will. I mean, I can't imagine, if you go 3 months with real food and be like, oh, I so want that Dr. Pepper again. It's marketing number one. I've owned a very successful web design and social media marketing company for 11 years, totally self-taught, and marketing is key. Turn on the kids channel if you have a TV. Look at, it's all food, it's all sugar. So, and it's ingrained in them. Look at, the Happy Meals, all that stuff, it's all marketing. Then it's very addictive foods. Very addictive foods. But if you can get into 2 or 3 months of real foods, even all that powerful marketing and all those addictive foods, your body will take over and say, no, I don't want that Mountain Dew. No, I don't want that Three Musketeers. No, I don't want that Ruffles Have Ridges. No, I don't want those Cheez-Its. No, I don't want that Jiffy. No, I don't want that Hot Pocket. Your body, and you'll be like, oh, okay, I'll grab an apple. It will happen. And when it happens, we're not even talking about losing weight. The weight will melt off. It will melt off. You'll go to bed like this. You'll wake up like this. You'll ninja flip out of bed into the banana splits, and if you have, 12 things that you need to do that are goals that you've been procrastinating, you'll just go do them. You'll just go do them. And then the next day, 12 more goals. If it is, getting rid of that cousin that's, maybe you used to do crack with or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they keep calling you and they need to borrow money. You could say, okay, you know what? I'm going to have a conversation with this person. I'm going to, take them out of my life for a while and see what happens. Take action. It's your life. It's your life. Anyways, so I've got my bananas in here. I'm going to put 1 or 2 real bananas because bananas are full, in my opinion, of very, very clean carbs. And of course, they've got water in them too. So if you have a NutriBullet, which I've given away like 3 or 4, or a Ninja, which I've given away like 7, always put the hard stuff in first and then put the wet stuff in last because it will mix a lot better that way. So, boom. Then I'm going to grab some hemp seeds. Shauna says, especially when it's my boyfriend. That sugar's so sweet, especially chocolate. Crave sugar. There's so many different alternatives to sugar. You can use maple syrup. Okay, maple syrup is the bomb. You can use agave. You can use honey. There's so many different alternatives to sugar. So, another key thing is hemp seeds, y'all. Amazing for amino acids, which basically is, Lana's got this refrigerator full. Look at this. Look how full this refrigerator is. It's just full of all real food. All real food in the fridge. But basically when people say protein, it's basically amino acids. See, and these are hemp seeds, right? And I keep them in the fridge. Look, I think 3 tablespoons equals about 10 grams of protein, right? So I like to, what I've been doing, again, I'm doing this for 3 months. I'm eating eggs for 3 months. 8 eggs, 8 bananas, and 8 ounces of oatmeal. Plus a lot of water and fruits and vegetables and a really rad salad. And then after that, I really think this 3 months, because I maintain like 5% body fat. I used to be 215 pounds, depressed, fat, obese, drug addict, womanizing, addicted to sex, addicted to porn, right? Now I'm like 151, 5% body fat. So I already found out what doesn't work for me, and I found out what does work for me. But I'm always, I'm taking what worked for me from the raw diet, and now that I'm going to build, I'm going to get back to 190, still maintain that 5% body fat, and put on 18 to 20 pounds of raw, lean muscle, and this is what I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna do about 2 tablespoons of this, will be about 7 to 8 grams of protein. And what I found with the hemp seeds, I used to, mayonnaise was really hard for me to stop eating, y'all, and butter, right? So then I transitioned into coconut oil in my smoothies. Now I'm not using as much coconut oil. I am using coconut oil to saute my veggies and my scrambled eggs. But I used to put coconut oil in my smoothie. Now, those hemp seeds, when you finally grind them up for about a minute, it kind of gives that coconut oil, it definitely changes the texture of your smoothie. Plus you get the amino acids. And hemp seeds, there's 20 different amazing things about hemp seeds. So we buy these on Amazon, or you can get them at Costco. It's like $20, and I think you get, I don't know, I think it's like a pound, maybe more. I think maybe more. Natalie says, I hate butter and ghee as well. I don't hate anything. I dislike some things. With butter, I used to love Kerrygold butter. Kerrygold butter is still a bomb. Look, I still love all food. There's no food that I dislike. I used to dislike Brussels sprouts, and I used to dislike lima beans. I don't dislike them anymore. There's nothing that I really dislike. There are things that I choose not to eat just because I know what those things do to me. And, there's so much I could rap about, y'all, with pharmaceuticals and doctors, and just all this stuff. But that's why I suggest to everyone, start your journey now. Turn me off right now. Go outside and go do some jumping jacks. Go outside and do some body weight squats. Go outside and walk your dog around the block 4 times. That's what I suggest doing. And once you start doing that, you'll do something else, and you do something else, and you'll do something else, and you'll do something else. And then you'll start awakening, and you're going to look around and you'll be like, I need to change that. Oh no, that's not cool either. Oh, I need to change that. I'm not cool with that either. And then you set the example. You don't preach at people. You don't judge people. You don't even judge yourself. You take action, and then people will see you, right? And if somebody asks you a question, say, hey man, what do you do to your skin? Then, if you feel like it, you can share with them. But to start pointing out things that were wrong with people, or start preaching, or start forcing on anybody, I learned very quick with my daughter. I started, when I started, the whole health thing, I was like, Jordan, maybe you shouldn't eat that or that. What I did is I made sure an abundance of fruits and vegetables were available at all times on the counters, and she would see me rapping on lives, a year ago. And then, the less that I pushed it on her or tried to educate her on her, the more she was interested, because she saw how vibrant it made me feel, how healthy it made me feel, how happy it made me feel. So, kind of just set an example. And just just be your ridiculously authentic self and do what works for you. And if someone is interested and sees that you're glowing, if they say, hey man, you're glowing, help me out, be like, okay, well, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for, to spread the love, y'all. So I'm gonna ninja mix this up real quick, cause I wanna stand with you on a mountain. Way more water than that. Hiya! Hello, Shauna. Shauna, Bobana, Bonana, Fana, Fofana. Me, your name is Shauna. Oh, so there's this cray dangles guy running around the neighborhood, and this dude is super cray. Like, he wants to collab with me, and I'm like, man, I guess we could do something together, but I guess he teleports all around the world. So if you see a guy on Facebook, or in your backyard, or in your bathtub, or in your kitchen, just be kind to him, just be gentle with him, and just understand, not everybody's, where you're at in your journey, but you might see some collabs with Cray Cray Dangles and myself. Just saying. Natalie says, it is hot water or room temperature. Great question. Here's one thing that Miss Lana has taught me, and it works for me, is that I used to have a really cool water system that, the big jugs right here, I'd get for $1.50. They're only $1 here. And I used to put them, it used to put it in this machine, and we used to make it ice cold, room temperature, or hot. Since I have been here, Lana does not, it's just room temperature. And that was even hard. It's like, I want my cold water. But room temperature, I remember when I was in the Navy, I served 4 years in the Navy, and they give you a canteen, and you get used to just drinking hot water. I now, at almost 40, have realized that when I just eat, or when I just consume room temperature water, it's much more easily digestible, rather than super cold water. And again, there are levels to this. I do have cravings sometimes, but when I have cravings for, whatever it is, an iced cafe mocha, a soda, whatever it is, Jim Palmer's tea or whatever, I just start eating fruit. That's all I do. I just start eating fruit, and then very, very quickly, you cannot eat enough real fruit. Your body will say, look, that's enough fruit. You know what I'm saying? You can eat a lot of it, but you can't overeat real food, in my opinion. It's so easily digestible. Here's the compost, y'all. So this thing after the salad, and I'm building a compost. I started my first garden. I built Lana a garden. I've got 9 plants planted, and then I'm gonna go get about 16 more today at the market. So I will officially complete Lana's garden that I made for her, and I made it out of pine wood, 8x3. And so I'm gonna plant that, and we're gonna call that the sunburst. Or maybe the sunset, because it gets more at sunset. So we're going to call it the sunset garden. And then I'm going to create another one, and I'm going to make cedar wood, and I'm going to try a different way of doing it. And then after that, I'm going to create an above ground one out of cedar a different way. And so I didn't use our compost this one on the sunset one, but on the third one, come here, bud. Come here. Good boy. Sit down. Good boy. He's got a hot spot on his booty that he keeps chewing on, so I got to put a blankie on him. I'm thinking about getting a little dog thing, so when I leave, he can't get to his booty. But so I created compost, and so the second one, I'm going to use our compost, and then so I'm just trying different things, y'all. And I've realized very, very quickly, my goal is I've had a lot of different professional careers and whatnot. That were fun. Being a head golf pro was probably the most fun, even though I was a full-blown sex addict and alcoholic at the time. But that was fun, and started and creating my social media marketing company 11 years ago. That was fun because it wasn't a job. But, I'm kind of done with that. And so I decided I want to become a master gardener. And, wow, just like being 3 weeks, getting my hands in the dirt and the soil and creating the bed, like it is a lot of work, like manual work and knowledge and reading and studying and knowing pH and all that stuff. And I'm in kindergarten. I'm below kindergarten, and I'm like, whoa, this is a lot of work, and this is really, really hard. But it's just something that I want to do because, again, I see my future. I've manifested Kauai, and my goal is to eat 98 or more % of everything consumed of what I create. I put my energy into these fruits, vegetables, foods, nuts and seeds, kombucha, whatever it is. I create. Just create, and then I put it back into my body. And I truly believe, my eyeballs are everywhere, and I'm a little bit of an idiot savant, or I'm a little bit on the spectrum. I study a lot of things, and I can make a lot of money in a lot of different areas. In my opinion, there's some major shifts happening with humans in general, and sadly, I don't know if it's sad, but there's going to be a lot of things, and I think it's actually going to happen in July. I think we're going to see a massive, a couple bubbles burst, and it's going to make 2008 look really, really bad. And then you have the digital currency and the Bitcoin that I believe is going to destroy banks. I really, really do. Just like Airbnb did the hotel industry, just like Uber did the taxi industry. There's going to be some major shifts. And unfortunately, right now we have the middle class, which is like this. There's zero middle class. So you have very wealthy people and not so wealthy people. And when this burst happens, there's, and then the jobs, look at all the takeovers. Amazon's taking over Whole Foods. They're going to buy Target, right? They're going to buy CVS. They're creating their own healthcare systems. And then when the banks go bye-bye, because to be honest, we really don't need banks with the blockchain technology. If I want to give you $5,500, there's $5,500. We don't need a middleman to charge us $25 late fees, interest rates, all of that stuff. It doesn't be needed. It doesn't be needed at all. And the infrastructure, especially in the United States, is really behind, especially like in Europe or China. There's just so much going on, y'all, and I want to make sure, I try to share as much as I can with you all, just because, I'm here to spread the love, and I truly believe that I have some assets and some knowledge that I can help people, but I truly believe you need to invest in yourself. If you're working for somebody and you're not happy, this might sound, crazy, brand yourself, build something for yourself, create something that you can do and have fun and possibly monetize, because shit's about to get real, and it's not like I'm one of those Armageddon guys in a basement and stuff. It's just the facts. Jobs are going away. We have so much divide in this world. People say, well, look in, the 20s or the 30s, or look in the 60s, all that. There's way more divide than there's ever been on planet Earth right now. And, technology is very, very rad. We all have these little computers in our pockets, and we have all the information. We don't need those Encyclopedia Britannicas. Our awareness, I think, overall is raising, but it's going to get really, really interesting. And so for me, what I chose to do is I want to learn how to grow food. I want to get off of the grid. You know what I'm saying? Solar power, drill my own well. I only need maybe 600 square feet to live in. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? I only need maybe an acre of raw fruits and veggies, and that is it. I don't want any digital footprint. I don't want any footprint. I don't need to do that. You know what I mean? And you know what? When I get there, I'm going to have so much peace and quiet. That's why I'm telling you I'm going to live to be 169 with a sapphire mohawk between my butt cheeks, my butt cleave, pissing glitter and smelling like peaches and levitating, y'all. That's what I'm manifesting. And, you just take action, keep your eyes open. Don't, like what I just told you right now, you don't have to believe me. Don't believe me. Go do your own thing and go believe. I truly believe we all have our own answers. I think the human brain is so powerful, especially if you use some of the psychedelics, the mushrooms. You've got kratom, you've got CBD, you've got marijuana, you've got all of these things, even acid, or DMT, ayahuasca. You've got all this stuff. That enlightens people. That makes us think out of the box from these old regimes of politics, slave masters, religion, all of this stuff. I truly believe we have all the answers already, and we just need to enlighten. And I truly believe we need to break down borders, because you're my brother and you're my sister. And to have all of these borders, look, do you know that in Antarctica right now, all those glaciers are melting, and all this seaside real estate, it's gonna be crazy, all the fracking and stuff. Look, we take advantage of the sea, we take advantage of the air, and when that gets a little out of whack, who are you gonna turn to? You don't want any borders. I'm on Team Human. I don't know about y'all. You know what I'm saying? So all these borders and all these this toxic tribalism, my opinion, I don't want any part of it. Hiya! Alright, y'all, so I got 6 bananas down. I got 2 more bananas to eat. I'm gonna go ninja flip to the market. I'm gonna buy about 15 plants. And then I'm gonna ninja flip over to Lana's father. He's not feeling well. Bring him some ginger. Medicine, right? And cilantro oil. I'm gonna bring her father that. I'm gonna turn on my headphones and do some work in his backyard. Surprise him a little bit. And maybe make a video or 2. Come back and keep playing. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I used to go live 2 or 3 times a day in my kitchen. I love, juicing really started my health enlightenment. If you don't have a juicer, get one. There's tons of juice recipes, the 12-week meal plan. And remember, y'all, I got one more What onesie if you want it. I'll give it to you if you join the meal plan. But anyways, hello Marcy, hello Kathleen. All right, y'all, it is Saturday. Check this out. I'm going to try to wrap this up. It is Saturday. Do not use the weekend as an excuse to give up on your goals, y'all. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. There's so much time that is wasted. No matter what do you want to do right now? Like, look around. Like, do you have some goals? Have you not paid a bill? Have you not called the bill collector back yet? Have you not mowed your lawn? Have you not cleaned your bathroom? Have you not looked at your clubbers and maybe think, well, maybe I don't need this mac and cheese even though it's delicious. Go donate that. Go do something. Whatever is procrastinating, whatever is holding you back, whatever is taking your energy. If you have clutter, if you're a hoarder, if you have this stuff, get moving. Be thankful you're alive right now. Get moving. If you're struggling with depression, anxiety, start meditation. That's why I used to do bubble bath meditation. If you have an eating disorder, reach out to someone in the group. If a family member is not treating you fair and being disgusting to you, take them out of your contacts for a while. You can still love them from afar, love them from a distance. Take action, y'all, all right? And remember, I love you. Keep it raw. Stay rad. What?